Okay, hello. So, oh no. Hi, everybody. Lionel here, and this camera is already freaking me out. You guys, I don't like dealing with devices. I just don't. I'm like up here, I'm living everywhere else but on a device. Anyway, what'd you guys do today? My day consisted of, I worked out today, which was fun. I haven't like been in the gym in a minute, and it just like felt good to move my body. I used to not like lifting weights until I got help, to be quite fucking honest with you. One point where I was going like super often, but I was just exerting way too much energy on working out and like lifting that the rest of my day I was just like so depleted. So I was like, okay, let me rework this, because what is most important to me is to be spending my energy on my art and moving that forward and other things. And that's contributed a lot through learning my human design as a projector. It's one of the things I remember early on in my human design experiment was like, as a projector, exert yourself like 70% when you work out, not 100. And my whole life, lots of conditioning, like you got to give it your all, 110%. You go in there and you do that class or you do that workout and you like fucking get it in. And at times that's totally cool, and there are days for that for sure. So like, not saying don't do that, but for me, I was like, oh, there is a world where like giving 70% is actually perfect. Anyway, so I had some food. Lately, I've been eating the same thing every day. I'm alternating appetite in my human design digestion. It just makes so much sense. I just love like simplicity, but like simplicity in like a charcuterie board type way. Like not like too busy of a charcuterie board, like the four things on the plate, simple, like from the earth ingredients. So I've been having scrambled eggs. I scramble them in ghee, which is fucking delicious. And then I've been doing turkey bacon. I'm not like super pro meat because I'm a huge animal person. So catch me eating meat, not eating meat, being confused, being ashamed, going through a whole crisis. But I'm just being transparent. And then I put them in a siete, like almond flour tortilla. I do 2 of those. It's so fucking good. You could add like cheese and some other shit, but I'm a simple gal. I like it simple. And then I got into the studio, and I've been working on new music, and I'm really excited. I don't know when I'll put out this vlog, so we'll see, but She Left Me Early is my next single, and that comes out February 21st. I think the next song after that will be, I'm gonna wait to say actually, but there's a couple songs I'm working on. One of them is I'm Not Afraid of Dying. That one will probably be next. Fuck it. Whatever. That one will probably be next. We'll see. I've been working for my home studio, which is really nice because my cat comes in and we just like hang out and vibe, and just like he's become such a little like studio buddy, and it just makes me so happy. So that was cool. It was a little frustrating because there's this one song that I'm like, it's so strong, the verse and the pre/hook just feels really strong, but it kind of dips down after the pre, and so I'm like trying different things. So I tried this other melody today, and I was fucking with it heavy, but then I listened back and I was like, I don't know. So I'm just kind of like in that. But one thing I really have learned is like not to push and force it. I definitely am like, okay, I'm gonna like, let's work this out. It really depends on the mood and where I'm at and how I'm feeling. But like today I was like, all right, let's like give this like at least an hour of like cranking out some ideas and trial and erroring it, experimenting with it. But yeah, and then after that I was just like, yeah, let's sit on this and then move on to the next one and come back, because I've gotten to the point where I can just feel like, okay, like it's not there right now, like, but when I listen to this in the car tomorrow, I'm gonna like have the ideas, you know what I mean? So that's cool. It's cool to just like trust in that process. I think before I would have been like, ooh, like, no, I need to figure it out now. Or like, what if I don't figure it out, you know? Or like, what if this song doesn't? And now I'm just like, yeah, we got this. I got this. I'm gonna come back to it. My energy is low right now when it comes to this part, this section, this song, whatever it is. So trust yourself. Like it's all in here. It's all in here, like, period. And like, to be honest, I'm fucking tired and not feeling great. I hope I don't have the flu. Everybody I know is like dropping like flies. So I just took Theraflu. I'm starting to get tired. I'm speaking at a women's panel this Saturday, and I was just going over the questions. Like, I think the cool thing about this is my first thought of like preparing for a panel, I've never done a panel before, is like, oh, like figure out your answers and like go over them. And my second thought is no, lean into stillness and connecting with yourself and connecting with, I call it God or the light or the creator, energy, universe, whatever you want to call it. Connect with that force, because that is what speaks. Like when I'm connected, I can do anything, and I'm not in fear or overthinking or trying to control or whatever. Like, so I'm gonna show up best by just slowing down today and tomorrow and making time to connect with myself, to ground, to just drop in and like empty out from other people's energy. When I'm around other people, I'm being influenced by their energy, and that has an impact on us, like more than we fucking know. So when I take time alone and empty out, I can just like come back to me and to, you know, my truth, what's really going on, drop out of that noise. So that is my priority, not trying to figure out how I can have the right answer or whatever. That's such a gift. And every fucking thing I do, that is really it. It's just connecting. You know? Again, all in here if we drop in and allow it. So, oh, what I wanted to get on here and talk about was this, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I saw a post on Instagram as I was scrolling, and they were like, oh, I love this person because they don't change their energy no matter who they're around. And I want to say, I feel you, but there is this like conditioning, and I know as a kid I was conditioned by this, that like you gotta be the same person around everybody. And there's a difference between somebody who is just so authentically them around everybody and knowing this: your energy will be different depending on who you're around, period, because their energy influences you, your energy influences them. If I'm around my mom versus somebody I just met versus somebody I work with, they're all going to experience me in different ways because our energies are dancing with each other in different ways, because everybody's got unique energy, right? So it's not a good or a bad thing. And I was watching that and I'm like, man, I just want to like say that, because I think even I grew up thinking like, oh, like I gotta, you know, I just was so conditioned by that. And I think we put such hatred, judgmental perspective on people who are different around certain people. Some people are not, and some people really are super empathetic and are influenced by other people's energies. For me, for example, if I'm in like a group, I'm different than when you got me one-on-one. Like, and depending on who that one-on-one is, you may get like a totally like energized person, because I'm feeding off of a manifesting generator who is so lit up by their work, or a generator that's so lit up by their work, or a manifest, whatever, it doesn't matter the energy type, but I'm just doing an example. Versus like maybe I'm hanging out with like somebody who's going through an emotional wave, which is when, if your solar plexus is defined in your chart, you're an emotional. Like I'm a non-emotional, right? So if I'm amplifying your emotional wave, the energy is going to be different. So I just, I say that because I feel passionate about, like, I felt passionate about it. I was like, not every, like, people are going to change who they are. And that doesn't mean that they change their values and they become inauthentic and their morals and who they are on like a soul level. I am who I am on a soul level around everybody, I think, at this point in my life. But does it naturally change due to the energy? Are people going to experience me differently? Am I going to experience people differently than somebody else? Of course, like a fucking course. So it's just really like checking your motives. Like, am I who I am around this person and like the energy is just impacting me differently? Or am I purposefully like putting on for this person or trying to prove myself or like trying to control the situation? So like that's totally different. That's totally different. We need to just like judge less and like learn more, you know what I mean? Or like judge less and just like be more self-aware. Obviously, but you know, easier said than done for many. So again, to make that fucking clear, it's not that one should walk around being inauthentic, changing who they are. That's people pleasing, that's manipulative, that's controlling. No, it's be who you are, but our energies are all unique and different, and they're going to interact with each other differently, and that makes the experiences different. So anyway, that's my fucking spiel. I'm really excited to put out new music. Like, I'm really excited. I've been working really, I don't want to say like I've been working really hard, but I have been working hard. I probably need to not work as hard. As a projector, I'm like, less is more, which it is, but also I'm just super passionate, and I've been just super like focused on it. Okay, I'm gonna try and do more of these because it is fun and I like to ramble. I love to just talk. So if you have anything you want to talk about, you want me to talk about, you have any questions, you want to, anything, let me know. Okay. Bye.